The challenge with mastering any basic framework in conversation is that no matter what script we're going to practice, meaning the script is actually prescribed for a certain audience of homeowners and renters, and where those lead sources can come from, starting with the first one that we'll talk about, which is door knocking. Door knocking is a great way to get face-to-face with homeowners. And we would ask, well, then why would it be difficult to converse with them? Why would we find it not enjoyable? And for most of us, the pure reason should be because we're lazy, meaning that walking distances is difficult. Now, for a lot of real estate professionals that I talk to, most of them have some type of health goal. So just like a client of mine in Irvine, California, who's averaging about 9 miles a day walking because he's door knocking and dropping off flyers, this is a great way for you to not just get health and exercise or movement into your daily basis, which does a lot for your mindset, but let's stick with the best way to be face-to-face with the homeowner. So why, though, would it be difficult for us is most likely we still have not mastered conversational excellence. And at some point, if we don't enjoy conversation, this job just may become more difficult than we imagined, because as we master every other audience, from asking for referrals or online leads or really any other way to generate business, we have to start to enjoy the act of conversation. And as you master Phil Jones and his framework for any type of script, it's really stems from a place of curiosity. So let's dive into it. As you master door knocking, what I want you to work with are rejection-free openers or door knocking, which might be, I didn't know if this is for you, but we represent the neighbors across the street and are having an open house Saturday at noon. It's a lot different than inviting them actually to the open house. It's creating more awareness. And sometimes when you're creating awareness and people then experience silence, is you'll get into more conversation because they don't feel like there is judgment. So what's another way? I'm assuming that you did not know about the home sale at 1255 Dexter Street. The nice part about using assumptive language is that if they do know, guess what they're going to do? They're going to correct you. And therefore, then now you're in some type of conversation where they are actually educating and sharing with you what they're aware of. What's another form? Well, let's just look at the OFQ approach, right? Remember, that's a personal opening, mutually agreeable facts, and then some type of easy to answer question. It could be, hi, this is Justin Martin from ABC Homes. You may not know us. However, we represent a lot of properties in the Denver metro area. And now what's an easy to answer question? Are you planning on stopping by the open house this weekend? Did you know that Tom and Sue are listing their property for sale? Right away, this is a permission to get into conversation because you had a nice opening. All right. You had a mutually agreeable fact. You probably don't know who we are. However, we do list. Yeah, actually, I don't know who you are. And the mutually agreeable fact when we start is that we do sell a lot of homes in the Denver metro area. And then now you just need an easy to answer question because you stopped on my doorstep. So what I want you to take are many of these frameworks and which one fits you best and create some type of two-step dance for door knocking, which is the initial, whatever your reason that you're stopping by the door, and whatever language you want to use, whether it be a door knock for an open house, door knock for a just sold, a door knock to get to know me. But then the second one, so once I hand them that first piece of advertising or paper regarding the reason for my knock, is that let's just say the conversation doesn't carry on. I want to make sure that you have a next action, which would be a kind of before I go or before you make up your mind or just one more thing. Any of these frameworks to just one more thing. Here is the neighborhood snapshot, as well as how many people in the neighborhood have asked me to continue to follow up with them regarding home values. And maybe on there, it's got some type of framework or next action, which lets them know you'll be stopping by the neighborhood on a quarterly basis. You have events every single month, scan here to get their updated home value. But what I want is some type of next action. So that way it's not a one and done, you door knocked and it's over. It's that you have 2 steps. One of those, if it carries on great conversation and you can move forward, well, then guess what? Door knocking is great. However, the best process to door knocking is creating awareness and doing it in a way that they continue to like your face, your name, and your voice. So then that way, second and next action, you give them a piece of contribution or a piece of content that is contributing to some type of awareness or consideration to what homeowners care about. And then what you're going to do next. So then that way, when you do that, you start to build trust. And over time, the like is in the fact that you continue to associate providing contribution and or content around their areas of interest. And for homeowners, we usually know that has something to do with their equity.